Say hi, Nash.
Hi, Nash.
Na zdrowie. Trip.
Na zdrowie.
We need sponsorship. Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly. We are obsessed.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this episode of The Joyful Edit. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Nash. I'm Claudia's bestie.
She my bestie. She my bestie.
You're also my bestie, just for the FYI.
For the record.
We met in 2019? 2018? I don't know. But anyway, it feels like a friendship that's lasted an absolute lifetime.
3 children.
Oh, I know.
What a great
intro
to the podcast.
Life transformed. 3 kids. You saw mum life in with me.
I saw mum life without you being a mother.
Yeah.
But that gave
Which I apologise for, but
it's okay. We will talk about this.
Yeah. It's going all over the place.
Okay, so can we start with, do you have children?
Yes, I do. I'm a mother of 2. My eldest will be 3 on Tuesday.
Whoop, whoop.
And my youngest is 8 months. So I was out of the trenches, then thought, I'm bored. Let's go back in.
Why wouldn't you?
My life's a bit dull.
Just
I'm sleeping too much. My mental health is intact. Let's mess it up. I love my kids to death.
I do. Yes, you do, of course.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Can you tell us, what do you feel like no one actually tells you the full truth about motherhood and being a mother and being pregnant? Oh, shebang.
There's too much, isn't there? I mean, like, pregnancy for me, I feel like I was incredibly privileged because my core group of girls were pregnant before me. So I got to see the highs, see the very low lows, and actually learn from other moms' experiences, yours included. And so there was a lot. Thank you.
Not so much.
But there was a lot in pregnancy that I was anticipating, both the great stuff and the no one actually tells you the truth about that.
Gas.
Okay, you want to get real? Why did you not warn me that my nipples would become like the size of 50p coins?
If only
50p
that was
coins. Mine was like a little dot, like a little grain of rice, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's still like.
Yeah, do you know why they get bigger? Because the baby needs to find it. Anyway, other than that, from the actual like life truth, what is nobody tells you about becoming a mother?
You time is something that you actively have to put the energy, space, and time in for. Life won't hand you that so easily.
Because you always find another reason not to do it, because you have 2 other reasons to not do that for yourself, right? Yeah. There's always somebody ahead. There's always somebody who is more important than you, which will be your children forever and ever. For
sure. And no one actually tells you how much you need that time as well. Like, you show up for yourself so you can show up for your kids, right? And your husband, your life, your work, whatever it may be. And for me, it was a massive shock to the system in 2023, the first time round, where my me time just went.
There's no me time.
Just went. I remember going to get my nails done, and I left like halfway through because I was like, this is too much. Like, there was so much going on with it, and then you have to reframe your mind.
Yes. I remember it was 3 days postpartum and I cried in bed to Sean saying that we don't have time to have coffees in bed anymore. That's when it hit me hard. 3 days in, I was like, where's the coffee morning? It's just like the baby is crying. Yeah. Who is changing the nappy? Yeah. Who is making a bottle, or who is changing nipple shield?
Yeah.
That was me.
I didn't change them, and then my nipple skin was off in them.
Too much info, sorry. Anyway, don't you think that everyone suddenly becomes an expert in your pregnancy when you become pregnant?
Amen, sister. Amen. Honestly. And like the old wives' tales that come out, you're just like, okay, my mom was like, don't wash your hair, it's Tuesday.
This is your Indian mother coming through.
Yeah. Let
Accent
me go
has to
get
be
her.
applied.
Hello.
This is mother.
Oh my god, you're gonna get cancelled before you started.
No, this is reality of the different cultures and how they
Yeah.
approach it. But doesn't matter what culture, every mother of the mother thinks the mother doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah. And all
Because
like
she knows
that.
better because she already had a child. Even though it was 30 years ago, she still has a say because her data is the freshest.
Do you know what I mean? Where's your retraining, babe? It's been
Mm-mm.
30 odd years. I mean, bless my mum, she did have some tidbits of wisdom.
Tidbits.
Yeah. But on the whole, she was an expert about absolutely everything. And I was like,
Mm.
you question your intuition. You question whether you know.
What you doing?
Yeah.
Because they didn't know what they're doing, and now all of a sudden they do think they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Everyone became an expert when I was a
Yeah.
mum.
What do you think it would be like, and what it actually was? What was your idea of becoming a
Mm.
mother?
Mm. So something I resent everyone saying to me was, "Oh, you're gonna be so good at this. You're so good with kids." Yeah. So I thought
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a
gonna
great
smash
auntie.
this. I was well. I'm a great auntie.
You
Thank you
are.
very much.
You are. You are.
She loves me. But I really thought, oh, I'm gonna. This is gonna be like a duck to water. I'm gonna know what to do. I'm gonna be like on a lily pad, breastfeeding, and nature's gonna be around me. And then I'm gonna cover myself in mud, run around with sticks. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Literally, I just thought it would be the most natural
Mm.
instinct that kicked in.
Oh, bless you.
Oh boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, there was no natural instincts, but natural depression. It's true though.
It is true. No, we laugh about
Mm.
it, but it's
It's a nervous
probably.
laughter.
Was I suffering from that? Don't know. It was the most naturally chaotic time of my life.
What was the
Wait, you answer that question.
what was the question?
What you thought it would be like versus what the reality was like.
I've been sold the dream.
Yeah.
I think majority of the females I knew, they were still not with children. So the only person who would be my sister, for example, she had children before me. My mother, she
Mm.
had me. I've been said a lot of tales like motherhood is just what you should do, and it's the dream come true. Like you have a job, it's nice. You have a husband, it's nice. But when you have a child,
Mm.
this is going to be a peak of your dreams,
Mm.
and it wasn't, and it was. Far away from my dreams actually, and I thought my life will be like on the highest mountain of the best experiences, and that was the lowest time I have ever been when it started. Now I'm not saying now, but
Good to be honest.
yeah, it was
That initial
horrendous.
period watching. I mean, you can redact this, but watching you in that initial period was bloody blooming hard.
It's okay.
It was hard. You
Yeah,
see someone unravel and you've raveled yourself back up, and your 2.0 is so admirable from where you've been to where you are now. And I've told you this before, you are my mum tribe.
yeah.
So reflecting on that experience, like what you thought would be like the really harsh realities of it and where you are now, like the growth of that journey is, well, it's joyful.
It is. It wasn't joyful then, but I
No.
edited.
You see what she did there? Hmm.
What is shocking, it's like you experienced it or you are still experiencing it,
Hmm.
and people behave like it's normal.
Normal in the sense, like, yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so how much time have you got? um, Breastfeeding was like, oh yeah, it's normal for it to be really difficult, and it's a skill that you need to learn, and it's a skill that baby needs to learn. But are you going to tell me how utterly counterintuitive it is for your body to like be working against you, and your nipple to be there, and your baby to be like that way, and like everything was like the angles and like the mechanics of it, and no one warned me about any of that. Everyone was like, this is normal.
Yeah, I had a vision that
This
the
is normal.
child would just come out of me and crawl up my breast and be like,
Yeah. Yeah,
thank
exactly.
you, next
Yeah.
time see you in an hour.
Exactly.
No. No.
I wish.
No, and that was definitely. And everybody's like, it's fine, you get used to it. And the midwives come in and just pop the baby on the breast. You see, it's working. They leave, the baby falls
Yeah,
off.
exactly. Well, they slammed the baby on the breast.
Yeah.
Slam dunk, literally like a basketball, like this into a hoop. It was, yeah.
Yeah, so that's very low key shocking that people think that you can breastfeed just because you have two breasts.
Mm.
It's a given that you should. That's another one.
Oh,
Just because you have them and just because that you choose to do because you have milk
you
in
have
your
the ability
breasts.
to do
Yeah.
it, so why would you not do it?
Yeah.
I have friends like very much like hardcore women who I admire who chose not to do it from the get go. I'm like,
Me too.
well, absolutely, bodily autonomy at its finest, right?
Yeah. I mean, if I could have another go, I would do it differently.
Yeah.
I wouldn't breastfeed. I wouldn't because I know the moment I started, I had a problem. I couldn't latch. Nobody could help me. I was using nipple shields for 4.5 months every day for every single feed. I had to sterilize them like bottles. There was nothing natural about it. It was a fight for living.
Oh, it's
So,
so, you know what? It's such a memory that is so cloudy for me, even though it happened like 4 months ago and 2023, because that's my coping mechanism. It was such a, like, I admire mothers who can breastfeed, but it was quite traumatic.
and there are women who literally say it's so easy and it is
Hmm.
easy for them
Hmm.
and God bless you, honey,
Mm-hmm.
because this wasn't me. I'm happy for you. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Where's the Tommy Tippy bottle?
Where is the Tommy TP machine?
Yeah. What was that? No, that's the
No,
pumping.
that's a pumping.
Oh no, let's not get onto
Another
that.
traumatic sound of postpartum.
There
You
was a
know what?
part.
All the songs, all the videos,
Oh,
all the
for
videos
God's sake.
from the childhood, from Naomi being a newborn. It's like the background noise.
There's a point where Matt was like, I was just like, what is my life? I love my children.
Yeah, but
Mm.
yeah. Okay, so moving on.
Mm-hmm.
When did it teach you that your life has actually changed?
When I came home from hospital, when that bubble of people coming into the room helping and
The
you
stuff,
push the
right?
baby out.
Have
Yeah.
you seen this meme
What?
with when you come back from the hospital and you get home and it's like with this person on a wheelchair thrown from the hill? Like when they
No.
help you and then you just drop.
How accurate is that though?
Because they were helping you up the hill and then they
Yeah.
let you
And then
drop
they
back.
just like it's like feeding you to the lions.
Yeah, and they say it's going to be fine. And you get home. I actually had this hope that I will go home and everything will be better because I will be at home and I will have my own bed and my
Yeah.
own reality.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Well, actually, then reality becomes quite harsh, doesn't it? Like it slaps you in the face. Like this is your house, your life with your husband, and nothing will ever be the same again.
Yes.
My reality was when I got home and I was trying to breastfeed, and I had got all the formula stuff, but no formula. So I
Where
got the
would you get
bottles,
one?
the sterilizer, the prep machine, no formula. It was Bank Holiday Monday, and Matthew said to me, Nash, this baby hasn't had any food. And I was like, no, that's fine. I'm going to try again tomorrow. Like she was a doll.
It's crazy.
Like she was a doll. But that's when I realised, like, oh, I'm not just accountable for myself anymore. I need to look after this thing.
Yeah.
And my life has changed forever.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
it's absolutely whirlwind. For me, it was that coffee morning when I couldn't have a coffee in bed with my husband because
Yeah.
I had a child that was just all over me trying to eat.
It's mad.
Yes, that was the life moment that. What would you say? Can you finish the sentence?
Mm.
I love my baby, but.
I love my baby, but this is. I sometimes don't like her.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
it is. Because also, can we talk about this? You are being told about the love from the first sight when the child leaves your body because it
Yeah.
was living in your body.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought this up.
Nobody actually mentions the fact that you just met.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you. Just because you were there, I was feeding you. I don't know anything about you. I didn't get to look at you enough or see your smile yet.
Yeah.
I didn't get to have our giggles together, our plays. Yeah, I literally just saw you. It could be any
Yeah,
baby that was
exactly.
put next to me.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, in my situation,
Mm.
I've lost consciousness after giving birth, and I saw my baby briefly, and then I woke up after 5 hours with the baby next to me in a cot with no husband because he had to leave because it was COVID. And I was like, oh, that's mine then.
Awkward laughter time.
Yeah, I was definitely in love.
No.
It's a lie.
No.
Because
No.
obviously I'm not saying that every single situation is like this. I'm not saying every single mother feels this way, but I don't think there's enough mothers saying that love wasn't there in the first place.
Yeah, because it's so taboo, isn't it? Society says, you know, like pregnancy's hard, birth is hard, but when you hold
Yeah,
your
you get to meet your baby.
when you meet your baby for the first time, that oxytocin and the love you feel for your baby will just take over. And I was like, when's she coming? Oxy who? You know?
Yeah, I honestly, I didn't feel any of that for a long time, because then shortly after I then realized that I had postpartum depression. I wasn't myself for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And for me to actually realize that for myself, that I'm not myself anymore, then gave myself some like actual like grace that this love will not come, because I don't actually love the situation I'm in, not to mention the child that I'm in the situation with.
Yeah. Well, you understand the situation better. You understand the absolute transformation that you've been through as a woman. And so your gauge on that reality is somehow sharpens, I think. Like you just get it. You get why that disconnect. I felt a disconnect, and I think, please tell me if I'm speaking for you, but I had to rely on you to tell me that's normal.
Yeah.
That is normal, Nash. Do not worry.
Yeah.
And I was like, but why does no one say this then? I was like, I don't know this child, and I don't even like her, and she's just dependent. She's keeping me up all night. I'm going like stir crazy, and who is she? Who is she?
She looks like the father anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Copy and paste. I was like, well, I'll just leave then, shall I? What about you? I love my baby butt.
I love my baby, but I didn't love her when I've met her.
Yeah.
But I love her so much now.
I know.
She's my favorite person ever.
She's the best.
She's my best friend, and
Auntie Nash.
She's precious, and I grown to love her, and I've met her, and I got to know her, and she's fantastic. She's the best human being I've met. Sorry.
She's not wrong.
You can't take that away from her.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, so and also from that perspective, I love my baby, but it's okay to love yourself sometimes more. Because if you are not there for yourself, how do you expect to be there for your child?
Damn. She got deep. I'm learning that. Like, in principle, I know all the principles of that. You know, show up for yourself, you can show up for your kid. You know, you don't pour from an empty cup. All these principles, right? But in reality, it's really hard for me, I think, and this is a personal thing that I need to work on to actually implement that in my life. You need to watch the mum guilt video. You know, I'm just shouting out about that video.
Yeah.
Joyful Edit, go check it out. Mum guilt. It was brilliant. I'm still in that period of my life, and I think that just kind of dilutes and it peaks and troughs,
Yes.
but it's
Depends
very
how you
big
are
and
with
hard
yourself
now.
as well.
Yeah.
Like if you, it's you are learning on the job.
Yeah, definitely.
From the very beginning till I think they are old enough, because now, for example, I have different challenges with her when she is facing first rejection at school. Somebody takes her spot, or somebody pushes her out of line.
The West London's coming back. The West London's coming back.
And then I need to tell her like how to
her.
stand up for herself. Like there are different things, and then it breaks me a little bit. But I know how she's handling things and how she actually feel safe to tell me that, and I'm like, oh my god, let's solve this problem together. It's you and me against them. You know, don't be afraid. But there are different stories and different situations, so we learn.
Yeah, definitely. When you see your like, especially with your little bean, as she's growing and as she's kind of communicating more maturely and her opinions come out, I'm like, oh my days, it's a mini Claudia. And that, well, you're smashing it then.
Yeah,
You're smashing it.
she is in my pride.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
moving on.
yeah.
Let's talk about that. Finish the sentence. Actually, I thought I would be that kind of mom. So before you had a child, you obviously had an idea what kind of mom you would be.
Yeah.
What was the idea? What were you saying? Oh, I would never do that. I will never be this kind of mom.
Oh, do you know what I thought I'd be like?
Oh, do tell.
Yeah. So, anyone heard of gentle parenting? So I thought I would be like, no, I'm going to raise the most intuitive thinker. I'm never going to shout. I'm going to help her challenge life. I'm going to guide her through this life with healthy communication. And whilst I intend to do that in principle, the reality is, if I did that, she would not brush her teeth. She would not have a bath. We would not get out of the door at 7:45 in the morning. She would not have breakfast. She'd be eating like cakes and muffins all day.
Oh yeah.
You know? So that's what I thought. I thought I'd be all like calm, but I'm like, get that vegetable in your mouth now.
But this is true. Like there is a gentleness and boundaries. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about this because gentle parenting has space, but every parenting as a word includes boundary. The child cannot set the boundaries, and you are there for them to set the boundary to feel safe. You are the provider of safety, and boundary means safety. If they'll be running around like headless chickens all the time,
Exactly.
this world wouldn't be a good place.
Yeah, agreed. Boundaries mean safety in kind of like the bigger questions in life as well. Like Alia's now realizing that her body is her body. And there's a boundary that I've tried to teach her, that your body's your body. Nobody should touch your body unless you give them that permission. And if I let her go, do whatever she wanted, she'd be like poking everyone, she'd be lifting your top up, like all sorts of stuff that is playful and funny for a toddler to do. But really, I want to encourage that bodily autonomy and understanding what consent is and understanding your body is your body, and that's the boundary. Oh yeah, I'm a lawyer.
Just a little. She's all the laws.
Adjourned.
Yeah, so we talk about consent and everything. It's very important, especially when you're raising little girls.
Yeah. God, they're such fierce girls. Storm and curls, all three of them.
We're raising girls. I'm a girl mom.
Yeah, me too. It's like your class. That was so fun. Sorry.
Anyway, what actually helped you postpartum when you were in this?
Are you kidding me? You know this answer. Have you ever looked back on our conversation from like May 2023? You should look at it, because sometimes I look at it to remind me that this too shall pass.
Oh, what did I say?
Just everything. There were so many back and forth voice notes where you were like, Nash, I don't need to come in. I will come to your flat and sit outside, come to the car and we talk. Pumping is hard. You can pump in my car and we can chat. I can put something on. And I was like, for someone to show up for you like that, who also at the time had like a 15, 16-month-old.
Oh, that was tough.
Oh,
that was rough.
The rough. I mean, your child is smart, because those terrible twos came a bit early, I think.
Yeah, she was terrible 18 months.
Yeah. Like, you don't realize how much your support network will have such gravity in your postpartum period at literally pushing you through. There are some individuals also that I realized I don't need in my life, and that was quite refreshing for me to come to that realization. So I don't have the energy for that anymore. And you in particular showed up for me because we had realities that aligned, and I needed someone to say, Nash, this will pass, and you are doing great, and this is hard, and this is going to get better, and validate me, but also give me like that hug that I needed, both through the phone and physically. First person I wanted to see was Claudia, and I was like 3 days postpartum. Do you remember?
Yes.
And I was like, "You need to drive me, Matthew, to see Claudia." And I was in the car like, "Oh, oh, oh." I had to.
I can't see it, but I need to hold her.
Yeah, exactly. You're the drug everyone needs.
Thank you. Thank
For
you.
the joyful edit, you know?
Yeah. But you know what? With all this, I think validation is so important because, especially when we have mothers who are a little bit different era, the validation can come through because they feel like we've been through this. Women back in the day were giving birth on a field. What you
Yeah,
are moaning about?
exactly. Yeah,
And I'm like,
exactly.
well, but they didn't have this life. They didn't have a full time job. They just left because they were working till 38 weeks pregnant and then just pop the baby randomly on the due
Yeah.
date.
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Thanks. Personal
The
achievement.
rarity.
No, but I think when you get this validation, I think my favorite
That's
quote of
true.
all times it's it feels hard because it is.
Mm,
And then you feel when you hear this, you are like,
yeah.
thank you.
There's no more discussion
No,
needed. Like it is.
no. The thing is like the mothers tend to do that to their daughters. They just brush it away, like just crack on with your life. Like you are,
Yeah.
oh, you are blessed with the child.
So many can't have children. And whilst I completely,
Of
my
course.
heart breaks for
But this is
those
not the moment for
people.
these conversations when you
No.
struggle with having one.
Yeah, exactly. That's not the consolation.
No.
That's not the, oh, but you have beautiful children, and
Oh
that's what
wow.
that's what the pro is. I'm like, well, thank you, but also look at me,
Yeah. I
you
have a
know.
beautiful child, but I don't have a beautiful mind at the
Yeah,
moment.
exactly. I've unraveled.
Mm.
What is the peacock? No, flamingo.
I thought you meant Phoenix. We went to the whole
Caca. The animal kingdom has arrived.
yeah. So the
Yeah,
flamingo loses its pink when it's becoming a mother, and then it's getting the pink back after it gets on with the realities.
yeah, and
How
as
is your
as
pink
baby
going?
grows, it's like it's pastely. You know,
Personally, a
yeah,
pale version.
yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's a lot quicker the second time round because some things I just let it go. You have to,
Yes.
as Elsa once said,
Let
"Let
it
it
go.
go,
Let it go.
go." You know.
Okay, speaking of cliche songs,
Oh,
what would you say to another mother
hmm.
that just became a mom, the new mom, that isn't cliche? Tell something. What would you say
That is not
that
cliche.
it's not?
Well, I would be real in the first instance because I think all the cliches that I heard made me think, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to be fantastic about this. And I would be real and say, this is going to transform your life, but you will be fantastic. And I'm telling you, okay, you feel, you feel like, what is that phrase? You reap the benefits. It sounds awful because it's not like a commodity, but you reap the benefits of having a child as that child grows.
Like planting the seeds every day, and
Yeah,
then you will see
exactly.
this little flower blossoming
Yeah.
in front of you.
And when you're watering it and when you're like putting stuff into the soil, this flower that blooms is absolutely beautiful. And then you think, okay, yeah, they're fantastic. But that's me. I did that. I poured into that, and I've got little girls, and um I I feel such a duty to make sure that they're confident, they're empowered.
They stand
They,
up for themselves.
yeah, they're not just how I was raised. Oh, yeah, be quiet. You're being too much. No, none of that.
Take
So
space, be
yeah,
there,
and
be
hold your
confident, say,
space.
I belong here, this is my
Yeah,
spot in the queue.
exactly.
Very fresh for me,
Yeah,
this situation.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say when you see that flower growing, know that that's you, and you poured into that, and you are going to see someone who's the mini version of you, and it's going to make you full of joy and pride.
Amen, sister. I have a next question.
Go on.
What feels a little bit unrealistic and or pressured about being a mother?
I think
Organic food.
Oh gosh, no. Organic food. I'm weaning my second on what's its. Are you kidding me?
Islanda.
Organic food? No way. Who's got time for that? Like, I'd love to. No,
No, you
I
wouldn't
wouldn't.
actually.
I wouldn't. Like, at the end of the day, what are you prepping your child for? There's like, you got to prep your child for reality, right? I've got a nearly 3-year-old who will nibble a bit of cake and be like, I don't want it, because I just was like, eat whatever you want, eat everything.
Mm,
But then she goes ham on like mangoes and grapes and all that. So don't feel pressured for that.
no,
No,
I think a lot of it's
so
the
true.
expectations of
Mm.
people how perceive you because my child is only organic foods and
Yeah,
only this and only.
yeah.
It's a
Everything's
show off, man.
handmade. Mm.
It, the wood is from the happiest woodman in the forest. You know.
I was like, where is she going with that? The wood is from the happiest woodman in the forest,
And the eggs are from the happy farm, and everybody is
the
happy.
happiest hen you know.
She was
She
so
was like,
joyful. This is very
sorry.
unrealistic, and I feel
Yeah.
like we are chasing expectations of social media mothers, and
Yeah.
you want to
Oh.
walk around and talk about it how organically
Oh.
fed is your child, like
Yeah.
you are breeding a chicken.
Exactly. No. No. You do your best, and I'm telling you, your best will be absolutely enough.
Best is variety in the diet. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be organic as long as it's minerals. Obviously we have all the other problems. Organic means there is like the soil is not depleted, there's no pesticide. We can talk about it all the time, but it's
Yeah.
not about here. I'm not here to talk about diet
Yeah.
and nutrition.
Although you should do one on diet and nutrition. Sorry.
I'm so buried. I have so many things to talk about. But I think it stresses you out, you know? I
Yeah.
was so stressed out by breastfeeding experience. I never read any books about weaning, and I've decided to just read what to do with allergy stuff because safety first.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which helped me because my child actually had an allergic reaction
Oh
to
yeah,
egg
eggs.
and she turned blue.
Oh.
Serious. But other than that, I was just like, she eats what we eat, and I have the best eater ever.
Oh, she's brilliant. There's literally a video of her chicken legging like Henry VIII, living her best life.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Or she will have a spicy chili
oh, I
dish,
love
and she
that.
doesn't
Or
care.
like chicken, like brothy soup, and you're like,
Mm, yeah, mushroom
this girl is
soups.
like 4 years old. What?
Yeah, and she has a better diet than
Me?
ninety
Yeah.
percent, 90% of English people who
Yeah.
likes beige food.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
Yeah. No offense. It's not a fish fingers, chips and peas
no, no,
situation.
no, no.
Love.
She'll be like, "Can I have a sauerkraut?" And she had it from the bowl.
I love.
Or like, "Can I have a herring?"
That's
That's
probably
my
your
child.
heritage coming through, isn't it?
Yes. We
Yeah.
do love a little bit of sauerkraut.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little smidgen, this much.
And some cabanos.
Oh my god, you've converted me. Has anyone heard about this cabanos? Oh my god. Like, literally, it will be bought, and the next day, Matt's like, there's only one left. Who's been eating this? I was like, oh.
And then Alia.
Yeah. She's literally eating it this morning.
Yeah, they're addictive.
Another
And
unrealistic thing is something also social media esque. These like drawers with dividers and like it all folded up and
ironing baby's
bibs. Yeah,
clothes.
nah, no,
There's no tidiness when you
no.
have a child.
You
Like,
just you do your best, and
yeah,
as long as
as
you
long as
it's
it's
washed,
clean.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's enough. You know
yeah,
what is the point in doing all that? Yeah, okay, I will put stuff away for easy access because
yeah,
when you're
yeah.
sleep
Like the
deprived, you're like,
yeah,
where's the
yeah.
onesie? But I'm not like steaming it and folding it really tidily and like stacking it like this and then
Like
nappies like this and
influencers,
wipes like this.
gym
Nah.
kit in the drawers, like different colors and
Yeah,
section.
exactly. No, it looks pretty, but
No, life is not
no,
pretty. Life
no,
is
life's too
practical.
short, man. Like, I want to live it, not be like, oh, this color, this color, this color.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm agreeable.
Do you ever feel guilt for not enjoying every moment?
100%.
How does it show up for you? In
Um,
what situations? Like,
when I'm tired and like if I've had maybe a rough night and Alia's like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, Amma. She calls me Amma. Look at this. Oh, look at this jump. Look at this spin. Look at, oh, could you want to see this? And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, well, it's really nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to say the right thing so that she knows I'm paying attention. And then immediately after, I was like, oh, I really didn't enjoy that. That's going to be gone tomorrow. And then sometimes it does, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she, like, grows so quickly in 24 hours. And then I feel guilty about that whole thing, like, not
Mm-hmm.
being so present.
Yeah.
I guess it's not about an enjoyment thing for me. It's about the present. If I'm not,
Because you're tired.
mm,
When, I mean, if every single mother wouldn't have to carry a child for 10 months, woke up next to a freshly baked baby
mm,
with the guarantee of a full night's sleep every night, we
mm,
would be loving motherhood.
yeah, it would.
Sleep is so important,
Oh,
and what your body goes through pregnancy and like labor, everything, like we can't diminish that. Recovery takes up to 2 years from the like organs going back to their own place, not to mention
100.
hormonally.
Yeah, definitely. Your body transforms, and you're having to rebuild your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, and then you're like, but enjoy every moment. Deal with all that, but enjoy
Hmm.
every moment. So absolutely, when you don't kind of show up in those moments, and when you're not perhaps as present as you'd
Would love
envisaged
to.
yourself being, then the guilt does kick in. But I've learned that she needs to see a realistic mum, not a picture perfect mother, because what am I then teaching her? Like
Yeah,
masking and, being put together all the time. Like, it's not a realistic goal as well. Like, life is for living,
yeah.
and whatever that
And
looks
yeah,
like.
and for her to see like mommy is tired, mommy needs to rest, mommy is lying down, maybe I should quietly play by myself or
Yeah,
try to do something
yeah,
like, or when I'm tired, Naomi is just playing a doctor, or like
yeah,
she's coming and covering me with the blanket, or trying to do something like accommodate around me rather than being like, mommy, play with me.
yeah,
She understands, because then we all have those days, and then she will see that it's okay to rest,
yeah, exactly,
and it's okay to say I'm tired, or I just don't feel like it, because
exactly.
she's also a girl that really likes her like personal space,
Mm,
and for her to say I don't want to do that, it's
mm,
very important to be able to do that, and I think she learned it at home,
yeah,
because I'm like, I actually need to rest, or I don't want to do that, I don't like it, and then Naomi goes to school and somebody wants to play with her 24/7, and she's like,
chill.
can we just,
Yeah, and what a healthy thing to teach her as a young girl, in like young girl issues, but also in the long run when life is gonna, the stakes will be a lot higher. What a healthy thing to be teaching her, to be like the power of the word no, and I no, I
yeah,
don't want to.
and your personal like space and rest, because
Yeah, yeah,
we are mothers, we are women, we want to have careers, we want to be the best mothers, we want to be the best wives, we want to have it all, and
mm,
realizing that it's okay to be like, I actually need a break.
yeah, exactly. Which is so hard to say, but it's like it, it's so true. It will, what that means in life is that you are the best version of yourself, and you show up in ways that,
Yeah,
you know.
as if like you, we've been taught to carry our tiredness and doing it all like a badge of honor.
Yeah, as if like letting one of those slip, or having your rest and self-care time, is like
No.
weak.
Yeah. But
Like,
again, it's all about how you're being perceived. It's not how you would feel about yourself. It's
yeah,
because people will think, oh,
yeah,
she's going out again,
yeah.
or she's in the
Who's
gym.
looking after
Who
your
is actually
child?
a dad is babysitting.
Yeah, because I didn't marry a loser.
Yeah, babysitting, that is parenting,
Are you
honey, as much as
kidding
I
me?
am.
Yeah, exactly. He's not a sperm donor.
It's
Yeah, that,
horrendous.
I think that's also a generation thing. Like, again, love my mother. Let me go get her. She's always like, "Well, what did you expect? This is motherhood. What did you will be tired." And I was like,
Thank you for comforting, mother.
"Yeah, see you later."
Yeah. Uh, we could talk about it so much, but I think it's societal expectations, parents' expectations, generational trauma being carried because they did it so hard, they had it so hard. So should we? I think as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. You
So I
should
always
live
struggled
this.
too.
Yeah,
Why
you
should
should
you have it
know.
easy? Why your husband is taking care of your child? I was never going to the gym. I was cooking
Oh,
dinner when daddy was at work, and
honestly.
then I had my own work, and then I wasn't playing with you. Oh, that's a big one for me.
Mm,
How can I play with my child? My mom never played with me, and she tells me as it is my fault I'm doing that.
mm.
It's crazy.
My mum says
It's
that.
crazy. It's crazy.
I never played with you. Oh, sorry. I never played with you. And
So,
you're fine.
uh-huh. Okay, so let's talk about, now we are nicely rolling into relationships.
Mm,
How relationships
it's a hard word.
changed for you after having a baby? I mean, like personal relationships. I mean, like friendships, your family dynamics, your marriage. Do
Mm.
tell.
Well, I think I'm quite social in terms of I'm social with people that I can be myself with. So like you and some very core close group of people. I'm not social. I wouldn't say I'm an extrovert. However, after having the kids, I realized my social battery is not as running as it used to be. I have a firm cut off where I'm like, oh, it's 8:59, it's 9 o'clock. You know?
That's
And
again the lack of sleep as
yeah,
well.
probably. Um, so I realized like my time with my friends, it's actually perhaps more valued now, where I'm meeting you, for example, and having more quality time with you where it's one to one. When the kids are involved, forget it. Like you're having deep chats and like being like, don't put that in your mouth, you know, like things like that
Yeah.
happen. Um, my marriage, like without boring you to death, but I wasn't. I my family didn't support that, so it took a while for them to come round because of cultural differences, and eventually we got married in 2022 and then had Alia in 2023. So after getting married and the timeline of kind of life milestones, it was like boom boom boom, you know, like we didn't have time to like be married, if that makes sense. And then having a baby kind of just highlighted that. Like we were firmly in kind of a weird roommate stage at one point where we were just like ships in the night, and admittedly that has resurfaced the second time because you do kind of divide and conquer, so you don't spend as much time with each other,
Mm,
and you're kind of like taking shifts, and if your energy's at 10%, the other person needs to bring the 90. So
mm,
you know your relationship changes in that aspect where with Matt that I need to after the babies were born, it's not as we coexisted a bit. Does that
mm.
make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And it's a work in progress. So I can't even say it's at a different place now. I love him, but there is that still that element of
Juggling,
yeah,
surviving,
yeah,
passing the ball.
exactly. It's a relay
Yeah,
race, you
it is
know.
literally. It is. I was
Yeah,
thinking, pass the baton.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Off you go
Yeah,
then.
you take a rest.
But then with this whole rest and everything, they have to think about like, making time for each other, have a
Yeah,
conversation. Like
yeah,
it's active. Every relationship is active. Your relationship with you is active
for
because you
sure,
have to make time for yourself, to take care of yourself, to just go back to
for
yourself.
sure.
Then you need to make time to for your partner, to see them, to hear them, to be with them, to give them some love as much as you give it to yourself.
Absolutely,
And there's
absolutely.
this child who wants this 24/7 care, and then you want sleep, and then it throws every dynamic all around.
Yeah.
What about your friendships? How is you having a child changing you as a friend?
You realize who your friends are when you have a baby.
Mm,
Um, you realize who will go beyond kind of the checkbox exercise of checking in and actually showing up. And I don't mean physically because all my
mm,
close besties are mums. You can't always physically show up, it's hard. But the intention to nurture that friendship and be present in that friendship and work on that friendship, it's really highlighted if that's not quite there
mm.
after you have kids.
Did you have a situation when you became a mother, you had a friends without children?
Yes.
And how were they approached to you? Were they giving you like grief, like, oh, you've changed, or like you don't have as much time, or did you have that?
Um,
Or did you have like empathetic friends, like you do you, girl. I know you're a mother now. Like, was there empathy there?
I didn't have the kind of, oh come on, like you need to show up for us, because I think the
That's
audacity,
audacity.
you know, if someone says that to me, the West London is fully firmly coming out. But I did have the friends who kind of were like, yeah, you do you, which is fine, like word for word, yeah, you do you.
Mhm.
But really and truly, I feel like it's a cop out. Like, you do
Mm.
you means I'm not part of that. I don't really want to
Yes.
be part
What
of
can I
that.
do for you when you
Yeah,
do you?
exactly. Like, we've had friends who can't really get on that wavelength of, oh, you've created a family now and you've got kids, so you can't come out like drinking with us, or you can't come out till early, like the crack of dawn or whatever it is, so you're no longer useful in our
Yeah,
lives.
it's so weird.
Yeah,
Like your ability not to stay up late or get drunk and nurture your hangover next day
yeah,
does not makes you all of a sudden less of a friend.
yeah, exactly.
You are in this honey for a wrong reason.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, that really it's a slap in the face. And I think also like mum friends who look at their dynamics in a different way than I would look at my dynamic, and that's fine. Like, parenting is
Mm.
a whirlwind, and everyone parents differently, and I think parenting is hard, and it's you shouldn't judge first and
Mm,
foremost.
yes. When you are a
You know?
parent and you have a like you become a parent and then you have a friends with children and all of a sudden you are in the situation, like I've learned a lot not to comment, like get involved because just because I believe this is right doesn't mean that it's
Yeah,
right for them.
same.
So and I always say like to Sean, like Sean, I know you think this different or you shouldn't say that. And he'd be
Yeah,
like, what's so ridiculous? I'm like, no, 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 we don't comment. We just leave with this because some things are literally like
yeah.
really
Well, unless someone comes to you for that advice,
advice.
but
Yeah.
unsolicited, no, zip it.
Mm.
And so my friendships have changed with some mum friends after that, because I'm like, you just judgy judgeson, mate.
Judge.
You
Yeah, but
know?
that's really triggering as well because then
Yeah,
you know that if you leave the room, this person can talk about you as well.
exactly. You can't be yourself around those kind of
Mm.
people. You can't just be. You've got to be filtered, then, don't you?
Well, that's no point then.
Nah,
Filter is not no. That's
nah.
when you are sleep deprived.
No, I ain't
You just come in
censoring.
here with like the spit on you, the 10 years not washed hair, and you are like, hold me and tell me
Yeah,
I'm right.
yeah, you right.
Okay, so tell me, what did you learn about yourself after becoming a mother? What did you learn about you? I mean, like,
Um, um, I operate quite well on little sleep. So, from a pragmatic logistics day to
tick.
day, I don't think I'm as much of a pushover as I thought I was.
Yeah,
You
this
know,
is a big one.
yeah,
Priorities shifted big
shift.
time.
They shift big
Take
time.
take no bull.
Yeah. And I used to think I was a pushover, but actually I'm not. I just like doing things for people, and I'm kind, and
Mm,
I like showing up for people. And if that's a pushover, then amen, I'm the biggest pushover.
no.
But there are certain things that shifted for me when I'm like, energies, and if an energy doesn't align with me, I'm like, cut. I don't have
Mm,
time for it anymore. And that
no.
surprised me, I think.
Yeah, the savageness.
Yeah.
That's a savage.
Yeah.
But
Because
is it not
also,
though?
yeah, it's not savage. It's
Because
knowing
you're
what you want.
prioritizing yourself
Yeah.
because you have to channel vision on the things that really matter, like your
Yeah.
family, like your husband, like your children. The friends are actually there, and then all of a sudden you're like, I have no time for the noise.
Yeah, yeah, the girl, yeah,
Yeah, you need to just like tight up
yeah.
the
Oh,
the,
for
the
sure, for
yeah,
sure. I'm a massive believer in, like, be savage. Then, if that's
yeah.
what the word is, be savage, because only you are gonna look after you, right? And
Mm.
only you are gonna show up for you, and that's gonna permeate into your life, whether it be your family, work, friendship, whatever. To do it,
Yeah, but
yeah.
also not only this with the relationships with people, but also like if I'm I would never do that before, but
Mm,
if I would be on a party and I really don't feel like being there, I go. I would never do that before. I'm like, "Ah, I don't have energy for this,"
yeah,
and I would just go.
yeah. Or saying no, I'm not coming.
Yeah, saying actually, I'm sorry, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Before I'll be like, yes, yes, I will try to come, or I will show up and just pretend I like it and go. Now I'm like, nah,
No, your
sorry,
time and
I
your
don't have
space is
time.
too valuable.
No. I don't even actually before I would try to make excuses why I can't, and I realized I don't have to explain myself to anybody.
No.
So I can't make it. Sorry.
And if someone's got a problem with that, then evaluate. It's
Mm-hmm.
time to evaluate.
Yeah, because it's all you have so much energy only to distribute and think about it wisely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And
Exactly.
also, I all now only I want to spend time with people who charge me, don't drain me. Like neutrals are neutral, right? There are people who are not adding, not taking.
Yeah.
But if I sense somebody who I am spending time with and I'm leaving this place
Yeah.
like drained emotionally,
Mm.
physically,
Like
I feel like,
wilted.
oh,
Mm.
then I'm like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
Because there is only as little time you have to actually be outside of your house, for example,
Yeah,
to spend time
exactly.
with people.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back home depleted and
Oh,
then you have to be a mother as well.
yeah. You have to put the hat on.
Yeah.
And I also think just being is really hard, and you when you're being, you've got to have people around you and energies and forces around you that are going to be like
Mm-hmm.
not.
Yeah. You
And
don't
I've
have.
realized that I don't have time for that either.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's so big. It's really big that
Yeah, and
it
it's a
turns.
big shift, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
especially like maybe it's the year of the 92 thing, but I think for us, our personalities, we're quite giving and we like to show love and we like to show up for people, and it's hard to then see, oh, you're not aligned with me. Fine, you're different, but your expectations then get managed for you, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
shift that then,
Yeah.
and you have to sit with that and you have to kind of
Yeah.
process that, right?
It's true. Because you have this expectation of yourself to be that person, and all of a sudden you're like, actually, no. And
No.
then you sit with this, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
actually love that for me, that I started doing this
what
because
with
I
a
feel this being this person who respects my own time
yeah,
and
it's
being
quite
like,
empowering, isn't it?
yeah,
Mm.
I really like that version of me. I'm like, no, thank you.
Mm. A lot of mine is upbringing. I think my mum and dad have kind of raised me to be a yes person, and
People pleasing
it's quite hard to undo. But
work.
motherhood changed me big time.
But it's good. I
Yeah.
think it's great for the future.
Oh, 100%. My girls won't be yes people to anyone.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be. If you want to do it, do it,
Disclaimer.
Yeah, exactly. Don't say no to everything.
Um, what would you say who you are now compared to before?
I don't compare though. I can't compare. There was a period of my life where I'd be like looking at pictures and thinking, "Oh my god!" And this is awful, but I have to be honest. It's like, "Oh my god, I used to think I was so big back then. I used to think this. I used to think that." And like, actually, my body's transformed from motherhood. But look what it did.
A
Look like,
vessel that brought a human being to this planet.
yeah, and the change it went through and the births I had and the trauma behind that and all of that stuff. I'm like, well, actually, what a powerhouse my body is, and what is it going to go on to do?
Yeah. Appreciation for your own body, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the capabilities of it. So, how am I compared to to before? I don't want to do that.
Good.
I want to be like, well, this is Nash 2.0. This is a different version. That's a different era. That era was brilliant, before motherhood, and I loved it. And I met Matthew, and I met my closest besties as well, and that then led me into a new chapter. But those chapters, well,
Mm-mm.
it's a new book.
Yeah.
What about you?
Preach,
Preach.
girl. Um, who am I compared to what I used to be? Um, I'm actually. I think since I've become a mother, I've realized that especially on my like career side of life, I've decided I all of a sudden I don't settle for less. Like I want to be this person who goes for what I want because life, for example, for instance, is very I would say flaky because I used to be this happy person and all of a sudden I stopped being this happy person.
Mm.
And I've been through the dark moments to realize that I want to live my life for those happy ones. I want to wake up saying I like my job. I want to show up saying I did a good job.
Mm.
I want to do what brings me happiness. And this version of me all of a sudden is like, I want to show my child that I'm actually enjoying this time on this planet when I have in this body as your mother.
Yeah.
Not just your mum. I'm so much more than just your mum.
Yeah. That's part of me. Does not define me, and absolutely you kind of going for it and having that gusto is fantastic for you. Also, what a role model to a young girl.
I want her to just reach for the stars.
She will. She will. She's gonna reach and do so. She's gonna do great things.
Oh no.
What do you want to be? A doctor?
I didn't tell her to say that.
No. My mum would be like, doctor?
Oh my god. Tick.
Yeah, exactly.
Society likes
Yeah.
it.
Indian society especially.
I think any. I
Yeah,
think
that's true, isn't it?
engineer is second best.
Yeah.
Second best.
Really?
It
How's
is.
this doctor, lawyer, engineer?
Oh yeah, actually the lawyer. Sorry, you are ticking the boxes, honey.
Tick, tick.
I'm the third in the line then. I'm the
Female
third
engineer
best.
though, what a boss. What a boss.
Anyway, to summarize it nicely,
Yes.
can you tell me how is this edit of life looking for you? And where do you find the joyful edits in your life right now?
This edit of life is all about taking a beat, I think. I don't bulldoze and rush my way through life. Even though I'm knackered and yeah, I'm not present all the time. I don't think I'm capable of that. I try my best in this version and this edit of my life to be a little bit more pause for thought and reflect, because I always want to do better, and that's not self-deprecating. I just want to be the best version of me. And that's genuine, and I think that's because I'm a mum, and of course everything else comes with it, but priorities for me are, if I do take a beat and reflect on who I am and what I can do, I'm going to do well by myself, but also then Alia will look at me and be like, damn, my mom's sick, you know. What was the second question?
How do you find the joyful edits in your daily life?
I love being outside. So from a very like raw, real point of view, I need air.
Grounding,
I need it.
refreshing, fresh perspective.
I need
outside.
it. Yeah. It just reminds me of like, the world and what the world is from a kind of soil leaves perspective, and I think that's
Soil
quite.
leaves.
You know what I mean? I'm like David
Yeah.
Attenborough when I start. Look at the leaves.
The little wildlife behind the bush.
Yes. If you go near it, you can see. I'm gonna get off on a tangent here.
You just want to be one with nature because it's grounding and it resets you, because life is all about the rush. And I think this season of life is called Girls Gone Mild.
Yeah. Mild. Not too mild though.
No, we have some spice.
Yeah.
But it's
Little bit of garam masala.
with that positive accent, would you like to recommend your social media for some poetry?
Oh yes, I love a bit of poetry. So also I find joy in writing.
That's her joyful edit.
Yeah,
How could you
echoes and
forget?
epiphanies, people. Echoes and epiphanies. I don't forget. I just, I think as I do it for me, I tend to forget to talk about it. If that makes sense. Like it's very much
Beautiful.
journaling. Thank you. Check it out.
Her, do you say that her pen is very light? You have this what you're saying, like you write very easily. Oh, you have beautiful. She writes beautiful. Her vocabulary. Did you notice? I mean, subtitles will be needed.
Sometimes I say words and I'm like, I hope that's a word.
I hope that's a word.
Yeah.
She's a lawyer.
Yeah, I do that in court.
And then they're like, oh, she clever.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm wording.
Thank you so much for joining me, my love. I think we're going to have so many more episodes. We have so much to debrief. I definitely going to do a culture episode.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.